Kevin Hart. Now, you know when Katt Williams said gatekeepers?
Yeah.
We get a call from Endemol. Endemol says, we just got a
Kevin Hart now. You know when Feline Williams said Guardians definitely we get a call from Indo. Says we just got a call from Kevin Hart's supervisor Dave Becky, and Dave Becky said Kevin maintains that nothing should do with Monique, so anything that she told you all he would rather do nothing with. Her nothing, you realize he needs no any sort of relationship with Monique. That was a long time back. Assuming you converse with him, I converse with him. I've at absolutely no point ever sass Kevin Hart. He will do all that he's informed to do in return for cash. Kevin attempted to dismiss it by savaging Feline and making him look insane, yet after the new disclosure from Monique, individuals are truly beginning to give Kevin the side eye when we have our juggernauts Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry, Steve Harvey, the Kevin Hart. These are our juggernauts of our local area. These are individuals that our infants say, when I grow up, I need to be that way. So we need to call those individuals to the Met and say, listen, what are you showing our children? You're taking care of toxic substance since you're showing them your personal luxury plane. Okay, so as the greater part of you all definitely realize, Kevin Hart has been getting hauled all around the web 2 or 3 weeks now from significant reasons. He got into the principal discussion of the year after his ex-colleague Misha Shakes had an extremely dangerous meeting with Tasha K when she uncovered him for being a chronic miscreant and a betting junkie. She pregnant again right with her second. He's actually leaving CNSTCS all around the sea at the Heartbeat studio, right, and showering, and afterward returning home. Like I told Ano, like Kevin is betraying with you with a young lady named Blen Morgan. She's his airline steward. She's on his planes. Does Kevin have a betting issue or something? His game is poker. He bet you all cash away and needed to pay you all half checks. Yes. Precisely. It was Leland was playing with our cash. Yeah. But I said I'm here. She got it. She holiday each day when you see her digit. And she on all she do is post excursion pictures with no N adjacent to her. The snapping the photo, he said, no child, no doubt you realize I'm accept the photos for you, however many points as you need. Yet, I can't. To guarantee he don't go up in these mother photographs. Just after this video broadcasted, it promptly became famous online. And Kevin got a lot of kickback. Things got so terrible that he recorded a $2,500 zero claim against Tasha for slander. He guaranteed Tasha attempted to blackmail him by taking steps to run a meeting that Maisha did, and all that she said about him was only lies. Yet even before Kevin could get himself through with that claim, he was pummeled again with a progression of charges by his long-lasting enemy Feline Williams after Feline went on Club Shay and called Kevin out for being an industry plan. Feline uncovered Kevin for selling his spirit and his ethics for cash and guarantee that Kevin has no restriction with regards to the things he will accomplish for an actually look at that, as well as he called Kevin a fake and expressed that there was no proof of Kevin working his direction to the top, like what different superstars needed to do it resembled brief. No one knew what his identity was, and the following moment he was wherever all Tiffany was just seen at the lab production line in 15 years in Hollywood. Nobody in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him, truly getting a wildly energetic applause at any satire club. He previously had his arrangements when he arrived. Have we known about a comic that came to LA, and in his most memorable year in law, he had his own sitcom on network TV and had his own film called Soul Plane that he was driving? No, we've never known about that before. That individual, or since that individual. What do you think a plant is? Perhaps individuals don't comprehend the meanings of these words. He just did his narrative with Chris Rock, where he shows you that his entire childhood in parody was on the East Coast. No doubt it was. So how all the while was he here in Los Angeles doing likewise? It didn't occur. It didn't work out. And I prefer not to appear as though a trivial person for dismantling lies. These individuals are not strong. Satan can't make whatever incorporates gifts for his kin. That is the reason you understand what the main occupation of someone that sold their spirit at Hollywood. What is to behave as it didn't occur? They all do a similar work. For what reason do you figure Gary Owen can't get over? And he has of now whited and been in parody for a considerable length of time. He likewise blamed Kevin for some of the time taking cash from the elites to not oppose significant issues and just push their desired stories him to push. And this is the reason when I stroll in a room, heads go down despite my good faith. I'm nothing. I'm simply a customary humorist that is unpleasant and desirous yet in front of me. No, no, the Lord has strolled in, and they need to regard it simply because I've not pursued the faster routes, I've not been subsidized. They pay you to not discuss things they don't believe that you should discuss. They let you know that themselves Feline uncovered that. Because of him not having any desire to think twice about ethics, he was removed from a ton of jobs, which were subsequently given to Kevin Hart on the grounds that Kevin has no ethical compass and was able to do anything they requested that he accomplish for a 5-year term. Each and every film that Kevin Hart did was a film that had been right in front of me, that all I said was, might we at any point make a portion of this stride and get it out, and afterward I can do it, as it needn't bother with to be obviously gay cues. I'm not gay, right? It needn't bother with that to be entertaining, right? And that's what me saying and them going gracious, definitely no issue, and afterward going give it to this their fellow, and having him do it very much like it was, and behaving like I'm a terrible individual since I continue to remain on my norm yet. Definitely it's fascinating, yet I wouldn't transform it for anything. Like these disclosures from Feline truly shook the table and had individuals slamming Kevin for a really long time, and after all the disturbance that came from this, many individuals started to approach Monique to likewise come on Club Shay and talk her reality about how Tyler Perry and Oprah had treated her, and Monique appeared, and she stunned everyone when she uncovered that Kevin was additionally one individuals that sold out her and left her for dust. This was a gigantic shock to many individuals, since this was whenever she first had at any point referenced anything about Kevin doing her filthy. She said all that Feline expressed about Kevin was only reality, and surprisingly, reviewed the time that Kevin deceived her and passed on her hanging to please the higher-ups in the business. As per Monique's memory of occasions Kevin had welcomed her on a unique episode of the webcast Gold Personalities, where he permitted her to vent about her dissatisfactions in the business and to open up more about how Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels, and Oprah Winfrey had renounced her. As per Monique, Kevin prevailed with regards to persuading her that he was her ally and that he wasn't shaking with any of the BS. He even guaranteed her that he planned to hit up Tyler Perry just after the show and cause him to do a good job for her anyway. Kevin got back to only a couple of days after the fact and let Monique know that Tyler was not keen on returning to that entire circumstance. Kevin then, at that point, proceeded to make Monique a guarantee to help any task that she had as a main priority, and even ventured to vow to lead her produce her undertakings. Kevin Hart. Now you know when Feline Williams said, Watchman, yes, Kevin Hart, I do his web recording, yes, and I need you all to real pay attention to the digital recording so you can hear it for yourself when he first comes on. He says, you're similar to my mom, you're similar to my auntie, you're similar to my sister. Okay, then we do the digital broadcast, we talk about the Tyler Perry circumstance, Oprah Winfrey. He said, I don't actually realize Oprah yet. I'm gonna connect with Tyler. I value that Kevin stayed true to his promise. He connected with Tyler